Celebrating the mistakes that all parents make. You're listening to the Shit Dad Podcast. G'day, and welcome to episode 82 of the Shit Dad Podcast, where we try to change you from lad to quintessential Aussie dad while celebrating the fatherhood wins and bins that come with it. I'm Nick.
I'm sleep deprived.
No, I'm Dave.
And we thank you once again for taking the time out of your busy week to listen to the Shit Dad Podcast. How are we going, boys?
Yeah, struggling.
New guys keeping you awake.
Oh, mate. Week 4 now of the new guy. He's still the dream kid out of the 3, but it's caught up with me. 4 weeks of just interrupted sleep, and more so than normal.
In the hurt locker.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll go back to work next week, and I'll probably just crash at night at like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
His little mate figured out that he's home now. He's in his new home, out of the womb.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He's pretty comfortable.
It's dry here. What the?
I think he's more concerned about the odd kind of eye pokes. Leg yanks. And,
From Mr. 3?
Yeah, and just... No, not for me.
Oh, I was going to say, do you occasionally just hear this?
Yeah.
That's how you check if they're awake or asleep.
That's true.
Or alive.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, poke. Yeah, you're alive.
Yeah, you're sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in the Middle East this week.
It was shocking.
So hot.
I was telling you guys, we made the mistake of going to Australia Zoo on the weekend, which is the hottest place on earth in general, let alone a 35, 36 degree day.
And was it busy?
It was pretty busy, yeah.
And that just makes it worse too, because everyone's just up in your grill and you're just like, get out of my face.
And we were with family who had never been and they wanted to see the Croc Show, which is the most convenient time for people with children.
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just when they're about to crack it and lose it and throw a tantrum.
Yeah.
So we managed to make it through 95% of the show, and then it was
Wow.
out of there. All right, they're losing it.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did well.
Would not recommend. Maybe go in winter.
I was telling you boys that a couple of weeks ago, hey, that we got to the Croc Show and then the tantrum started. And we was like, oh, for God's sake. Because it used to be much earlier, and they've obviously gone for the aging tourists instead of the families with kids these days. So
I think it's a ploy for both of it. I think it's the aging tourists, but it's also, hold up, if we can keep the families here till 1 o'clock,
Yeah.
what stops tantrums? And we'll talk more about it a bit later, but
yeah.
let's go buy some stuff.
You want some hot chips? You want some toys?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm going to try next time? Because anyone who has been to the Australia Zoo or wants to go to Australia Zoo could definitely recommend it. It's such a great family day out. Shout out.
Shout out Australia Zoo.
Yeah. Definitely use feeding the kangaroos as a weapon. Keep that in the bottom of the toolbox
Just
for
in
the Croc
case.
Show. Yeah. Because when they start cracking the shits at the Croc Show, then you can be like, all right, we are going to go feed the kangaroos after this if you're well behaved, with a bucket of hot chips on the way.
There you go.
Just pull everything
So you're
out
just
of
gonna-
pull all the stops. Yep.
Time for some dad jokes, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
I'll start.
Go, mate.
Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'd be a foot.
Oh.
Are you going to go somewhere else with that?
That's good. Boys, can a kangaroo jump higher than a house?
Don't know.
No.
Yeah, of course it can. A house can't jump, you dickhead.
Yeah, that's good.
Why do teenagers always walk in groups of 3 or 5? Because they literally can't even.
Awesome.
Can't even.
That's really good.
That is good.
Hey, so big announcement this week. If you haven't seen already on our socials, we have joined forces with the mighty the Dads apparel. So if you haven't seen the welcome video yet, we made one especially for our listeners and the the Dads customers. It's on the the Dads Instagram page. So visit there and visit the reels, and you will see us singing just flawlessly, obviously.
I've been copping calls all week from
Have ya?
people just going, "Hey, when are you available to do some shows?
Have
Get
ya?
those boys,
Yeah,
get those
nice.
boys."
It's the falsetto.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, it's like forgetting the lines. And
I've been getting emails from like people who are making retro porn because our mustaches were so good.
Sounds very niche.
You have a glorious mustache. Want to do old porn? Nice. All right.
Don't forget, shitdadpod@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. Flick us an old email or at shitdadpod on Instagram and the Shitdad podcast on Facebook. That's SHT. We've also got our group chat, the Shitdaddery Booster Yarn. It's a private chat that anyone's invited to join. Some great content flying around each week. People sharing some little pics and videos of kind of what's happening in their dad lives. Please follow and leave a 5-star review on whatever podcast platform you listen to. And of course, we've always continuously trying to showcase the Shit Dad podcast merch. So if you'd like to get a shirt or a stubby cooler, please get in touch.
What better way to come up with some content this week than to ask the listeners? So we've thrown some listener questions out there this week, including what do mums wish dads would do more of? So this is a segment that we'd like. It's a bit of self-reflection and maybe some things from the horse's mouth that we can improve on. We also asked, what do you do to prevent or stop tantrums? And the least age-appropriate thing you or others have bought for your kid. Please get involved because we love hearing them and bringing them up on the pod. Anonymously, obviously. Mm-hmm. So we'll kick it off, boys, with what do mums wish dads would do more of? What do you think was the most common answer?
Well, firstly, were the mums answering this or the dads?
The mums. Yeah, the dads.
Literally anything.
I asked,
You can do everything better.
Do something without me asking.
Yeah.
You're close. All right. 4 mums came back with this out of, I reckon...
Like hundreds, probably.
Obviously,
yeah.
sorry, because of the hundreds of responses.
Thousands, we couldn't get through.
Yeah.
The first 4 mums response was exactly the same, which I thought was hilarious. And it was take some mental load off them. So I don't actually know what that means, technically.
You've used the word load in a sentence.
I reckon all the mums in the world have got a group chat and they've come up with these buzzwords. You know how every now and then it's like on the news, during COVID, it was like unprecedented and it's just buzzwords that they use over and over and over again. So
buzzwords.
Mum buzzwords. The first one is mental load.
Ooh.
Okay, so I don't particularly know, but there's some of the. I was like a spelling bee. I was like, use it in a sentence. Anyway, they've come back with so help get things ready and get the kids out the door. All right. So I think the crux of it was basically if we're going out, don't just grab your 6-pack or your coffee and take your time going to the toilet and just doing dad stuff. Like apparently, mental load includes worrying about all the shit that happens for the rest of the day.
Oh.
I know, right? So basically,
I just dressed myself and got a coffee.
And went to the toilet. That's 3 things. That's a massive load.
It only took me 45 minutes.
Yeah, then we'll get to 5 minutes before we meant to leave and then I'll just yell at the kids to get in the car.
Definitely.
You just put your dad voice on. That's thing number 4. God.
Dad voice is our go-to. That should just make everything just fall into place. But the general consensus from mums was they have to prepare food or at least get a few snacks in a bag. Fill up drink bottles, get the kids dressed, get them shoes and socks on, get them gone to the toilet before they go, get them in the car, pack the car. There's a million things that got rattled off. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair enough. We do that stuff just in our own time sometimes.
Right. Yeah,
but maybe mums think that to take the load off them or the mental load off them, we can get that stuff done in preparation for getting the mad rush to get them in the car.
I'm often told as well, there's lots of mental lists that are written that, you just wouldn't know, you wouldn't realise. I'm like, let me have a crack at one of these lists. No, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You'll forget something.
It sounds all physical stuff though.
It sounds like it sort of sounds like a challenge. It's like next time I'll just be like, all right, love, you go sit in the car, have a little scroll, finish your coffee, and then I'll do everything. And then you can do the double check. Yeah. Someone has to do a 45-minute shit. It might as well be you.
Yeah.
I'll do everything. Then you can double check it and see what I missed. I reckon most of us would just get it, but we just don't because
Someone else is doing
it's already being done. Anyway, so also a couple of other things like get kids ready in the morning, pack lunches, all that sort of stuff, bathe them at night. I don't know about you boys. I'm very guilty of letting her initiate bath time. So I will quite happily sit downstairs, just chilling until it's time to go for a bath, and she decides when it's time to go for a bath because I don't want to be the one that makes that decision and stops the kids from playing.
Yeah, no, see, I'm the opposite. I'm like, get this bedtime train going. I need
Right.
this. I need to be like, it's on the express. Got a time limit here. I want to be watching TV at 7 o'clock.
Oh, wow. All right. So the next one mums wish dads would do more of is fold the clothes, because every time I see a basket of clothes that need folding, I want to pass to the other side, which I thought was a little bit dramatic, but that's how she feels. Fold the clothes, boys. I don't know about you guys. I fold them as I take them off the line.
Yeah, I've been
I'm
told
hella
that.
domesticated.
Yeah. See, I'm more of a piles guy, so I'll just throw things in piles. I don't think you need to fold kids' clothes. Why? They're just gonna like be all scrunched up anyway when they wear them. Just chuck them in the pile. Shirts
It's an
here,
iron.
undies here.
That's the iron. Like my
Oh,
kids'
You
clothes get
iron?
Iron
My kids'
kids'
clothes get
clothes.
ironed. Yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
But
I
see,
can't iron.
But I guess too, like the adults' clothes get hung up on coat hangers and stuff, so I can't fold as we go.
Yeah.
So the kids' stuff's, as you said, fairly easy because it is like literally, it looks like a whole basket full, but it's not really, and it just goes all into the same drawer.
As a dad of 3,
Yeah.
when I take kids' clothes off the line,
Yep.
I don't fold it. I just like flick it. So it like all the creases out, and then I'll lay it in the basket.
Yeah.
So you make a pile of clothes that are flat instead of just chucking them all in the basket, and then you never have to iron anything. They all come out pretty straight.
Flat and flicked.
Yep. And if you're a folder, then they're easy to fold because it's all flicked out, ready
There
to
you
go.
go.
Done. That's my little hack for the day.
You're welcome, Dad.
Yeah. Number 3 was get to fit stop more. Obviously, a fit stop trainer somewhere. I think maybe we could
That's a bit rough.
we could probably dumb that down to just maybe look after yourself. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think just
I think we're 3 good-looking lads.
oh,
Like,
mate,
I mean,
like cream of the crop over here.
We're in our prime.
We're absolutely mid-30s. It does not get in more of the prime than that.
woo.
All punched out 2 or more kids. Like we didn't, obviously. So
we spent a good couple of minutes doing that, guys.
Talking about mental load.
definitely a load in there somewhere. Number 4, massages. I made a little note next to this one that said lol, goes both ways, but also it marries up to mental load and potentially other load. But ching. Anyway, I think massages is one of those things where if you're not getting them, I think the odd one, giving one to the missus here and there to sort of calm her down, blah, 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 that's fair. But it's not a regular thing if you're not getting regular massages.
There you go.
That's personal.
Yeah, if you're not going to get it back, yeah.
I'm happy to give one here and there, but not
I've
like
been just told over the
daily.
years that I'm terrible at them, and so I shouldn't bother.
You're
So
smart.
your trick
You did
was
it
just
shit at
don't
the
do
start.
it. Don't do it well.
Don't
My-
be good at massages.
I got see,
Just get the
obviously-
elbow in from the get-go.
obviously I was pretty good because I got just absolutely raped by like this massage, and now I'm like, I just don't want to do it.
I charge $45 an hour. Just be like that. The food prepping and cooking. Mums hate always having to think about what's for dinner and cooking it. I get that because I'm the one in my house that does it and it fucking sucks. But I think, that's a good one. I think a lot of these ones have sort of been, it's a team game.
Yeah.
Like you should both be sort of doing your part here.
Here's a dinner suggestion for everyone. Write a list of say 15 of your go-tos, and then your kids eat.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting ready for your shopping, you just go, well, which 5 are we doing?
That's a problem, Dave, because not all kids eat.
Oh,
I don't know about you guys, but my kids have about 3 meals. They'll be like, yeah! And the rest are like, oh, for God's sake, Dad,
well,
what
so
are you
then you
making
make
that
those 3 over and over again.
again? Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty much exclusively on a diet of nuggets and plain pasta. Yeah.
Just do that though.
I think Dr. Kyla said it best when she said, or was it John O'Stedman? One of the dietitians we've had on said parents provide, kids
Yeah, that's a Dr.
Decide?
Kyla one.
Dr. Kyla.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Parents provide, kids decide. They'll figure it out.
Yep.
As long as they're eating, that's the main thing.
That's a great one to say to your wife when she's feeling really stressed when they're not eating their dinner. Well, as pediatric dietitian Dr. Kyla says, and usually it doesn't end well.
As long as they got food in their tummy, that's the main thing. Yeah, exactly. You end up wearing a bowl of pasta. Number 6 was take the bin out when it's full. pick the towels up and hang the towels up. I think that was specific to that one mum.
Yep. Clearly.
Clearly. I don't know about you.
There's a dad out there doing nothing.
Yeah, old dad has to pick his game up there. Take the bin out when it's full. That's fair. I think that's a given.
Yep. I'm the person who does it. And it gets to a point I'm like, I look under the sink because this is where the bin is. I'm like, how are you fitting stuff in here anymore?
I'm the same.
That's it, like the Simpson episodes. Like,
But
if
the
it
bin's
falls,
yucky. I don't want to take it out.
if it falls, you're the one that takes it out. It's like the episode and they start stapling shit to the outside. I swear to God, half the time my bin looks like that.
And as far as the towels go, you got to though. You got to hang that bad boy up. Otherwise, who wants to try and dry himself with a wet towel? Oh, crook.
Smelly towel too.
Exactly. Could probably add clean the house onto that one as well. I think it's 2023. We're all pretty domesticated. That's everyone does a little bit at least. Number 7 finally was not letting stress affect the way you communicate with your partner. Understand that men and women think differently and therefore do things around the house differently, which doesn't mean it's wrong and your way is right. It's probably good advice. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I got from that men do stuff in their own time, so stop asking them.
That's what I took that away.
Just give them space when they're stressed.
I'll do it this afternoon.
All
right.
good answers in there.
Yeah. Bit of self-reflection there.
Definitely.
We had another question. This was one of mine because it's obviously what's happening right now. What do you do to prevent or stop tantrums? Now, we had one person tell us that they like to do dumb shit and distract and deflect, which is...
Just playing silly buggers.
Yeah, I like that.
Distract.
Just completely just change that energy and make it a bit more fun.
That's a good shout. Energy, yeah, that's the perfect word for it. Because if everything's really highly strung at home and the kids are just heightened, the wife's heightened, you're bubbling away, and then you just completely do a backflip, maybe literally, just to change that. Yeah.
That's good for you as the dad, but also the kid, because it prevents that. And so then it takes less stress, takes the load off the stress. But as a dad too, like if you're bubbling away and then you go and do something stupid and you're like, oh, fuck, snap me out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
We've been watching a terrible show on ABC with the kids called Hoopla Doopla.
Oh my God,
Have you seen
stop.
it's actually
Yuck. That should be cancelled forever.
Shocking. Anyway, they're very much, they don't speak in it. It's very much actions and facial expressions and everything's over the top.
But there's a narrator though.
There is, yeah. It's all acrobatic and things like that as well. But so I had the kids in the bath the other day, and to prevent a tantrum and to just distract them as well, I did. All right, I'm just going to act like one of those characters from the show.
That's good. I
and
like
they
that.
loved it.
Did
They
they?
ate that shit
Yeah.
up. They were like, "Wow, yeah, do it again." So I'd come in as a different character each time, walk into the bathroom, do some crazy. My version of a backflip, which is like a slow roll backwards. The other one that I have seen done very effectively is just the classic 10-minute warning, but with a timer. So say this is your 10-minute warning for whatever they're doing, iPad time, TV time, playing outside, doing something they want to do. This is your 10-minute warning. Look at this. The timer is now on. When it goes off, they know, okay, yep, cool. I'm ready now to...
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it and I've been looking at that clock as well. So I don't know if you guys have done anything like that before with warnings.
Oh, definitely we do, and it's very effective. It's probably one of the only things in my house that actually works. You can put a timer on the Google Home, and it's usually 5 minutes, but whatever works for you guys, to be honest. But we throw a 5-minute timer on, and then they know when that timer goes off. Yep, okay, I'm going to still whinge and carry on and scream, but it's time to put it away.
It's not a total meltdown.
Yeah, it's not a total meltdown, but also something that works as well is, and it's been probably the only effective thing in my house to stop that initial meltdown. You know, when they sort of bubble away and start that steep incline towards the pinnacle meltdown, this stops that at about the third step up that hill. And it's, just scream at them. Just like when they're loud, you're louder. And then when you've got their attention, you just like do the dad stare. And then when they're like, or don't look at me, then you just look at them very calmly. You take the dad stare away and you just look at them calmly and go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And usually, very rarely do they not do what I've asked them to do.
Wow.
It's it is so weird because my kids do nothing that I ask them to do, but something about counting down from 5 makes them do whatever I want.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's probably just the teachers at school might be using that.
Possibly. I
countdown as well.
love it. Absolutely love it because and the worst part is you can't be lazy. And I think from the start I was just like, this is me now. I hate standing up to do parenting, but I will do it from the start so that like they know from now on that this is how it is.
And kids
if
are
I get
smart.
to 1, I'm getting up and I'm making you do what I want you to do. And from then, like from probably the 3rd or 4th time that I did it, it was like, get to 1, they start doing it.
That's right.
It's real good.
Yeah. No, kids are smart. They cotton onto those things pretty well, and they're like, "All right, Dad's serious."
Oh my
about
God,
this."
he's counting. Get it done. And to also, on a less serious note, to stem a meltdown is act like a gorilla. So it's sort of like the hoopla doopla thing, but I'll look at them and start going I'll start sniffing. I'll start going. And I'll start really low, and then before they know it, I'm like bouncing up and down, like arms moving crazy angles, and like scratching my butt and pretending to throw shit at them, and like it's stupid, I know, but it almost always makes them laugh.
But it distracts and deflects.
Yeah, totally.
And then they forget what they're talking about. Definitely use a timer before, but mine's just at the moment where it's like, 5 minutes. Because she can't tell the time. It's just like, okay, that's been 5 minutes.
1 minute later, you're like, yes.
Hey Google, set a timer for 30 seconds.
Just don't get a Google Home. All right? And then there's no chance of her using it. 'Cause she's already getting smarter than me. She's not quite there, but she's almost there. Yeah. Boys, any others for Tannies?
No, that's it for me, mate.
The only other one I'd say as well is have a plan.
Yeah.
And not just tell the kid the plan. This is what we're doing, similar to a 10-minute warning kind of thing. But even visually show the plan. So I was able to see a little snippet of my daughter's kindy last week. And on the wall, it's very clearly shown, at this time, this is what we're doing. Then you move to this, then you move to this. And so if you ever need to, you can go back and refer to, no, remember, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This comes after this activity.
Yeah.
So that clarity of what the day looks like for the kids, because they don't have long memory.
No, that's not.
It seems to work well as well.
That's
So
good.
another one.
I like that.
And we know more and more kids don't go well with that dramatic change like that. It's like, but you said this. Yeah, but I wasn't thinking then. It doesn't matter. You're doing it before it is. Yeah.
That was then. This is now.
Yeah. Because, the 3-year-old brain really understands it. Last one we threw out there was the least age-appropriate thing you or others have bought your kid. Geez, there's some rippers in here. Bought my daughter an MX bike for the first birthday.
Yep.
And my son personalised number plates for his dad. What's he getting around in?
That's sick. It's going straight on the billy cart, that, Dad.
Oh, that is awesome. That is clever play, though, because it's like a really good personalised plate.
Yeah.
They now own that name.
It's got his name on it. That's sick. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Love it. It's like a footy jersey with your name on it.
Yeah, definitely. PS5 for my newborn. Get them into gaming early. All right, was that for the newborn or was that for Dad?
It's obviously for Dad, but it's a really good hack because the newborn has no freaking idea that it's their birthday, or the 1-year-old has no idea it's their birthday. So you might as well play PS5 while you're up all night with them. Like,
that's clever.
Just tell the missus. Like, my hack was Premier League, the English Premier League.
Yeah.
That Dad's hack is obviously, all right, well, turn the PS5 on.
Yep.
And sit there with the kid on the chest and play PS5 for the next hour.
It's there. No, that's good.
Gold.
We on the PS5 topic. So the little miss has got her prep interview this week, and she's doing that whole shy, with new people, or even people she really knows.
You got to tell her to use the CAR method. So when you're answering questions like context, action, results.
Oh yeah, yep, cool.
She's got to have measurable, clear results for all of her examples.
Yep, cool. If she can write her name and she can tell them their date of birth, then I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. She says hello back to the lady.
Well, even better. She doesn't put her fingers in her mouth. That would be even better. But then,
is she picking her nose? That's disgusting.
It was promised. The missus promised her, look, we'll go shopping. You can choose something that you want, whatever. She's like, what can I get? She's like, whatever you want. She's like, so like a teddy. the missus is like, yeah. And I turn to him like, or a PS5. What about PS5, mummy? And then you're like, yeah, well done, baby. Anyway, back to things at least age appropriate. Santa bought Miss 9 a 3D printer for Christmas last year. Fuck, he's a good bloke.
Cheers, Santa.
Oh, that's good. Well done.
Nice, Santa.
And inversely, I buy my 32-year-old partner stuffed animals when we go to Australia Zoo or SeaWorld. Feels less like I'm buying for a kid sometimes. Sorry, feels not less like. Feels like I'm buying for a kid sometimes.
Feels like I'm buying for kids sometimes, yeah.
Yep.
Fucking unreal.
It's like the cushions on the bed. You got
Yeah.
100 cushions,
Oh,
100 plush toys.
Don't get me started on cushions. No, I can't deal with that conversation right now.
Don't get me started on plush toys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, I'm just glad I got 2 girls. At least it can be but now it's like 1-year-old party, like 1-year-old birthday. What should we get her? Nothing, because she's just re-inherited PS5. Money for mum and
Doesn't
dad.
need anything.
Literally, she won't know, and she gets everything that her sister had.
Give us a spell. The dads have gone to knock the top off a cold one and have a captain cook. The ankle biters aren't giving their mum some strife. They'll be back in a sec. Don't blow your top. Okay, we're back with Cameron with White Lies.
All right, guys, my turn this week.
Okay.
I've got 3 facts here based on parenting experiences. 2 of them are true. 1 of them is fake. Guess which one is which. Now, this data is from a report called Navigating Dads.
Good.
It's a study where they surveyed 2,965 Aussie dads, asking them about their parenting styles, aspirations, behaviours, and consumptions of parenting content. So the data is legit as fuck.
That's real legit.
So, number 1. The number one parenting frustration that 48% of dads agree with is that they don't spend as much time with my kids as I like. So that's what 48% of dads say. Their number one parenting frustration is not spending as much time with their kids as they'd like to.
Okay.
Yep.
The number one parenting aspiration, 43% of dads agreeing with this, that they want to raise happy, healthy, and confident kids. That's their number one aspiration.
Okay.
And finally, 30% of dads pay for information about parenting.
How many?
As opposed,
So
30% pay
30%.
for it as opposed to getting it just for free online.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, Dave. I reckon number 2. It's got to be. There's got to be way more dads that think that.
I thought number 2 straight away. I thought it came out. I'm like, no way.
Can you repeat number 2 real quick?
The number one parenting aspiration, almost half of all dads agree. They want to raise happy, healthy, and confident.
That's got to be almost every dad's answer. Almost every dad, surely.
What the fuck do you want if you don't want that?
What are we doing?
2.
2?
2.
Oh, let's do it.
2's a lie.
Wrong.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
No way.
Okay, who are these
It's not number
2,965
3, surely.
fucking people?
Yeah.
Is it?
60% of dads pay for
Oh, I thought you said
parenting
30,
aspiration.
30%.
Yeah, but that's the
that's a
lie.
lie.
Oh,
It's
60%.
actually 60%. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So more than half dads out there paying for information about parenting.
I actually thought that like 30% was pretty, that sounded
thought
pretty
that was-
right.
Yeah. When I read that, I was like, oh, that's more than I would have expected.
60% of people, dads, come on.
But only
There's
40
plenty of shit out there. Come
No,
on.
what
For free.
What baffles me is the 40,
free.
Yeah, this podcast is free.
It's
It's
free.
expert advice.
Obviously, expert advice.
only 48% or 40 whatever
No,
percent.
60%.
No, I'm talking about the people who want their kids to be happy, healthy, and confident.
yeah.
Is that only
No,
48%?
others may agree, but this is the ones
for
who say their
2016.
number one aspiration.
Yeah, wow.
But I
Okay. Okay. The numbers don't lie, Dave.
Well, clearly these 2,965 fucking people don't know what they're talking about.
All I know is we've gone 2 from 3. So this is the first week we've got it wrong.
He made it
Let's
sound
go. Let's get
so
back on a
bloody
winning
good.
streak next week.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Do you
work,
want to
Cam.
hear? Do you want to hear the other frustrations and aspirations?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
please
let's
do.
it.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned, the top frustration was not spending as much time with their kids.
Mhm.
Yep.
Coming in second was dividing time between multiple roles. So, think work,
Yeah, working
partner,
home. Yeah.
family.
Yep.
And then number 3 was not spending enough quality time with kids.
What's the difference?
I guess
Maybe
Surely they could have merged that into one.
Someone just laying on their phone.
Okay, yeah.
Aspirations, as I mentioned, the number 1 was raising happy, healthy, and confident kids. The second one was to be my child's biggest role model.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And number 3, raise independent, honest, and responsible kids. So we would rather them be happy, healthy, and confident than independent, honest, and responsible.
Just let them join the Northside gang. That's obviously working for all these other kids.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, wow. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I like that. Now, guys, I'm a big trivia guy now, as of today. And I wanted to...
How's that going for you?
Yeah, so far so good because today I've bought for you guys a little present called Dad's Trivia. Very creative, I know, the segment name, but we'll see how you guys fare.
Is this trivia about dads?
It is. Dad trivia or parent. It's basically parenting trivia because there's not that many dad specific questions about. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try week after week because it's going to be hard to come up with 5 new questions every week, but we'll try. Okay. So what I'm going to do, ask you a question. You've got 5 questions, and each question you've got 10 seconds to confer and get back to me with the answer. Okay.
Okay. Get your Google ready.
Question number 1. No, it's like every trivia. You're not allowed your phone. I'm only allowed my phone because I've got the answers on it.
Hold on a second. They never just don't get caught.
Yeah, you just put it on your table. All right, question number 1. What day is Father's Day on this year?
What day? Sunday.
It's always a Sunday. Yeah. Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay. Okay. It's Sunday, the 3rd of September, 2023.
You didn't specify date. You just said
No,
day.
I'm happy with Sunday. No, I'll allow it because I wouldn't have even.
I would have said September.
I would not have even known Sunday.
First Sunday in September.
Okay, cool. Fair play.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
First Sunday in
Day's
First Sunday in
Monday.
May.
May. So May and September. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so the music starts at 5 seconds, just so you're aware.
Yep.
Okay. Question number 2. Do biological males have XY or XX chromosomes?
I don't know, mate. I stopped doing science in grade 10.
XY.
Okay, we're going to go.
Yeah,
Lock it in.
Lock it in?
Yep.
XY is correct. 2 out of 2. Good job.
Oh, well done, come on.
Number 3. Most popular Australian's boy's name in the last century. Most popular Australian boy's name
Century.
in the last century.
Be like Robert or like
I thought it'd be
David.
so- Yeah.
Where are we going?
David.
David?
Yeah.
David was number 2.
Oh!
This is Michael. Michael. Yeah. They're basically. Yeah,
My name is David Michael.
Standard.
There you go.
Standard white dude name.
Yeah. All right. Number 4. So you're 2 from 3. Most popular Australian's girl's name in the last century.
Fuck. Cinnamon?
Candy. Jessica. Go Jessica.
Yeah, go Jessica. All right.
Correct.
Nick's doing the old eyes at me.
Was it the wide eyes that gave it away?
I just thought he was thinking of some cinnamon.
Okay, number 5. Let's finish it on a good note. Is the current fertility rate in Australia higher or lower than pre-pandemic levels?
Oh. Higher?
50% chance.
Because people were having more kids.
Oh, before the pandemic.
Oh. During the pandemic they were having
Yeah.
more.
So the current fertility rate, is it higher or lower
But it's prior to the pandemic, isn't it? So
than prior then? Yeah.
Let's say higher.
Higher.
Yeah.
Higher.
Wrong.
Oh, it is.
It's lower.
Again.
So in 2019, the fertility rate was 1.82 and this year it is 1.78. So people are having less kids after the pandemic.
They're out and about doing stuff.
Yeah.
Not each other.
TV's not broken anymore. Classic. All right.
That's some good
That's
ones.
good trivia, mate. Yeah, I like that.
Do we like that one?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
keep that one going. But now, boys, it is time for our favourite time of the week.
Shit Dad Story of the Week.
So bogan. I love
Oh,
it.
we did that.
Oh, my God. Who's got a story this week?
I've got one.
Okay.
Go.
I'm on this last week of 4 weeks of paternity leave. I mentioned I haven't been having much sleep. Been pretty tired. It's been a long 4 weeks. It's felt like it's gone for a long time. But I've made a terrible, terrible mistake that I need to tell you guys about. I did a kindy father-parent roster last week.
Yeah.
So I got to go in and see all the kids and the teachers and get involved and introduce myself to all the other parents and everything. It's really nice little community and everything. And I thought, this is really nice. It'd be good to get involved in some way. And then a role's come up on the committee, on the parent committee, to get involved. So yeah, okay, I've got capacity to do that. I can get stuck in as if working full time, having 3 kids and a new one, podcasting isn't enough. Let's be on the committee. But let's not just be on the committee. Let's be the president.
Oh yes, Cameron!
Woo! So I've signed up to that.
I'm literally about to do the same thing. Yeah.
There you go.
You guys can share notes.
There's
Good
a lot
on
of
you,
very happy parents and educators. They're all
Good.
stoked, of course. And I asked a couple of other friends, have you done this before? What was it? What was your experience like? And then one friend said to us, she said, it's like another full-time job.
Oh no!
I said, oh no, what have I done?
Lucky it's only kindy. Hey, it's going to be bad. Like I don't know what I'm in for school, but I've started the process of going to be what do they call it?
PNC,
Yeah.
PNF.
Yeah.
It depends. Like,
Throwing your name in the ring for the PNF, but it's not the president. We're only going to. Me and another mate at school are only going to do the
Committee
vice.
Yes.
Oh, the vice.
Yeah,
Okay.
where you literally just sit there and look pretty. That's it.
Well, I'm told that it's
Apparently.
mostly what I'd have to do is mostly delegating. So
Yeah, nice.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I can not do as much, but delegate.
Nice.
So that's good.
What do you got, Dave?
Mine comes from when I say teaching it, almost 1-year-old to walk, when they're learning to walk, and we had some success of a couple of steps here and there, and I just stupidly just did it in the kitchen just to the missus, and she gets super excited and starts going, but as I've put her down, obviously she wasn't super stable, and then started to go forward, and like all babies, they're super top heavy, and she just came toppling over. Luckily, she put her arms out just in time, just to save herself from face planting on the tiles. I was like, fuck. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to be helping you walk anytime soon. I'm like, all right.
Maybe start on the grass, then proceed to tiles. Yeah.
It was
Baby steps, literally.
carpet and stuff, on the soft floor. That's what happened, and just came out of nowhere. Now it's just I'm like, oh yeah. And she did a little couple, and I'm like, oh, let's try again. Super excited to see mum. Nah, just too excited, clearly. But lucky, all good. All her teeth are intact and no broken bones.
Perfect.
Yes, like we said, babies bounce.
Babies do bounce. Okay, so this afternoon we decided to, after dinner, because the kids eat at 5 o'clock, right? So we were like, all right, eat all your spaghetti bowl. We'll give you chalky ice cream. And obviously you're going to go outside and eat it because you're disgusting kids. So not like kids in general, obviously. So we gave them, they ate all their food, gave them a chocolate ice cream. It was still sunny, still daytime. So we went outside. Me and the wife sat on the grass. Kids started playing What's the Time, Mr. Wolf? And we're like, how good's this? We can just chill and watch and reflect on our life choices. The kids were wearing, so the 4-year-old girl was wearing a tutu and undies only. The 5-year-old boy was wearing the bottom half of a zombie costume, not even the whole ensemble. And the 8-year-old was wearing a tutu and undies. 8-year-old boy. Not that that's an issue. That was fine. I'm like, whatever. Likes dressing up. Cool. Started playing What's the Time, Mr. Wolf with their ice creams. It all started well, as it does eating an ice cream. And then it progressively got messier and messier and messier until they were running. They were all having the time of their lives. So they had the big chocolate face, but it was like hysterical laughs on them. And I was like, okay, well, this is okay. And then it got down to the last half of the cone, and you're sitting there going, you guys are fucking homeless, because they had chocolate dripping all down their chest, down the chin. And when something dribbles down your chin and you're sitting going, this is uncomfortable, I'm just gonna wipe it off.
Yeah. On the sleeve.
Didn't bother them one bit. And they were just they wore it. They just embraced the whole thing. And me and the wife are just sitting there going, whatever, that's cool. We'll just hose you down later. So, yeah. the other thing was, it's so funny listening to a 4-year-old play What's the Time, Mr. Wolf. She's like, because we're in the background going, say 2 o'clock. And so she goes, what's the 2, Mr. Clock? And so like just gets all the words mixed up, and it's super cute. And you're just like, all right, this is cool. This is a nice little family thing. Right, boys, does anyone have any final thoughts?
I'm just gonna head straight to bed. That's my
Nice.
final thought. Catch up on some Z's.
Bedtime. No, that's it for me.
No, I'm good for the week. I will say, if you give your kids ice cream and you tell them not to run with it 15 times and then they drop it, it's okay to laugh.
Of course it is.
That's on them.
That's totally on them. All right, guys, that wraps up episode 82 of the Shit Dad podcast. I hope you enjoyed the shit we talked, and thank you everyone who contributed on the socials to our listener questions. And thank you, Cam, Dave, and obviously myself.
You're welcome.
Yep. For another great week. All right, boys, have a fantastic week.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Whether you came for some dad advice, a laugh, or some dad hacks, we thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen.
Please get involved on our socials at ShitDadPod on Instagram and TikTok, or ShitDad Podcast on Facebook, and of course the Shareline 07 30 40 95 45.
Support the guys who keep us rolling. Black Property Group and Anytime Fitness Griffin. Add value to your house with your dad bod out.
And don't forget, whether you're here for your kids daily or not, be present wherever you can, because we're all in the same boat when it comes to fatherhood for the kids.